Hello, my name's Tom Deuce. I'm going to talk to you today about a World War II U.S. Army division, the 10th Mountain Division, also known as the Ski Troops, sometimes known as the Blue Blood Division. Theirs is a unique and compelling story that's never been told. At least it's never been told as a movie. The movie's about the Greatest Generation and one of the men from the Greatest Generation. And when you think about the Greatest Generation, during the war, there were 16 million Americans that were in service at that time. Yet today, there's only about less than 700,000 left. And so they're dying at a rate of about 430 a day. So if you do the math on that, you can tell that the youngest guys that were in the war are now 92 years old. So we've taken one of those gentlemen from the Greatest Generation, and we've taken this 92-year-old grandfather, and he's been asked by his grandson to tell what he did during the war. Now we've created a character. It's a composite character that's made of 4 lives. There was Howard Cook, Bill Putnam, Pete Seibert, and Roger Eddy. And we took their exploits and what they did in the war, and they were all 10th Mountain Troopers, and we put them into one guy. And that guy's name is Jack Franklin. So we take Jack Franklin and we set him in a room that's a standard living room with his family around him. And his great-grandson is going to film him and as Jack tells his story. So as Jack begins telling the story, he goes back to the 1930s when he was a boy. And he was a member of the Sierra Club. And he was a climber in the Sierra Club. And he learned to ski in the Sierra Club. Jack is from Oakland, California, and Jack rides the ski train from Oakland up to Sugar Bowl near Northern California, and he did that on the weekends with his brother. And the train was called the Snowball Express, and so he had that opportunity to do that before the war started. Then after the war started in December of 1941, Jack is just as turning 18, and so he has to decide what service he's going to go into. So Jack goes to a movie, and at this movie, it's a ski movie. And at this movie, there's a young woman, and she's there, very pretty, and she's passing out applications for the ski troops. And so Jack takes the application, he tries to chat up the woman. The woman's name in the film is called Betty Harkins, and she's going to be the love story between her and Jack in the movie. Jack gets to Camp Hill, and he becomes a ski instructor. And he's assigned to the 87th Regiment. He's there for a while, and then the 87th Regiment is told that they're going to be part of Task Force 9, and they're going to go to the Aleutian Islands to evict the Japanese from the Isle of Kiska. So Jack goes out to Kiska with his regiment, and that's Jack's first taste of combat. And he sees what happens. So he's out on Kiska for 6 months before he can come home. They get more people, and they're trained in heavy weapons and things like that before they get orders to debark to go to Italy. When they go to Italy, they get on a ship, they sail across, they land in Naples. When the men are coming down the gangway, who do they see at the bottom of the gangway handing out donuts and cigarettes but the same Betty Harkins? Then Jack has to go into real combat this time. So he's one of the groups that climbs to the top of River Ridge. He's part of the assault on Mount Belvedere. And from there, Jack goes north with the division, and they cross the Po River. They make it up to Lake Garda, where the war ends for the 10th Mountain Division on the 2nd of April of 1945. In 2008, after 30 years in the Marine Corps, I retired as a Colonel of Marines. So when it comes to cold weather and mountain operations, I know what I'm talking about. Please read the Semper Avanti screenplay. With it, I've attached a 1-page summary. If you do read it, I believe that you'll be interested in the movie. I, along with the many brave men that still are alive of the 10th Mountain Division, would be eternally grateful if you would make this movie. Properly produced, I believe that this could be the next Saving Private Ryan. Thank you for your time. Please contact our agent at Imperium 7